Here with Tristan Gribbin, the founder of Flow VR meditation app, and a absolute meditation guru who has been practicing for how long?
Since 2000.
Okay, since 2000, so pushing on 20 years. And you know, one thing that is clear from all of the authorities who I'm speaking to is that one of the most important things to do in this time is meditate. So you are so far the leading voice in that area. So what are your thoughts about the current situation, specifically in terms of meditation and everything like that?
Thank you so much for asking. I mean, my own practice has ramped up since this whole situation has come in, this crisis. It's given, actually, I really appreciate that I feel like I have more time for self-care, things like meditation, things like exercise, things like nature walks. I mean, they're all in my schedule now, and I'm able to do them more. I feel like I have more time to do them because I'm working from home. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I'm getting a lot of work done even though I'm working from home. So it's kind of really interesting. I feel like meditation helps to achieve the focus that we need to be and to be empowered to actually do the action steps that we know we need and want to do. So I feel like it's also helping me stay calm in the crisis and not worry. And conquering worry is a big deal, especially at a time like this.
Absolutely. And just to share with the audience and let them know, we are planning on doing a guided meditation now.
Yes.
During the talk.
Yeah, absolutely. So my goal today was to, we could have a chat and kind of give a context for, why and what we're doing. And then we would actually have a guided meditation here during the interview, which we would execute, and to use the technological tools we have at our fingertips, which is great. And actually, so the mission would be that everyone who's tuning into this can have a profound experience of meditation, and leave this interview feeling a higher state of consciousness and more connected, more energized, and with a just with a sense of that feeling of purpose, and like we know we're in the driver's seat. We're not a victim to the situation. We're
okay. So before we start that, can you explain again or in more detail, why is meditation so important, especially now?
Exactly. So, well, we can just see it happening. Like the wave of meditation is getting bigger and stronger during this time. There's and people are spending more screen time. So there's more people meditating online. I mean, already before this crisis, there were millions of people downloading meditation apps. There's millions of people watching YouTube videos of meditation. There is like this heightened need in our modern times for people to meditate, and people feel it and know it. When I started meditating, which was in January 2000, I had this like huge epiphany, and I'm like, I'm going to be doing this the rest of my life. This is the best thing I've ever done, and everybody wants this. Everybody wants this experience. Everybody wants this feeling I'm having, and everyone, because I felt so awakened, it brought me back my childhood memories that I'd forgotten. It made me feel so passionate and alive. And I thought, the world wants this. And at that time, I think I was a little bit weird. I mean, people were like, Tristan, you have a good life. Why do you need to do this? Why are you going to all these retreats? And they didn't quite get it. I'm like, don't you want to come? They're like, no, not really. I'm busy. People weren't so into it. But now that it's become 20 years later, it's totally mainstream. And my dad was ahead of me. So he took me to my first meditation when I was 4 years old, barefoot in San Francisco, Golden Gate Park, and then in a throng of hippies. There was a smell of incense and pot in the air. And I was just running around. I actually got lost. It's a kind of a funny story because they were televising these. They had these Monday night meditations in the open air in Golden Gate Park. And my dad took me. I was 4 years old, and he was standing there, and it was a crowd. And somehow the TV crew had a shot of me and my dad. My grandparents saw us meditating in Texas. They saw us on TV.
Okay.
I don't know where that little clip is, but it's a treasure somewhere there. One day, we'll hopefully dig it up somewhere. But
someone will recognize you. There's Tristan.
There he is with her dad. My dad was such a hippie. He was amazing.
Yeah.
So so I mean, it's just now people just recognize it, and people are recognizing the need because people are dealing with a lot of stress and anxiety and uncertainty, and the pressures seem to be increasing. But I mean, I think that meditation's always been a need, but now people are recognizing it consciously.
Okay. So how does it actually work? How will it actually mitigate the stress that's going on from your point of view?
Well, absolutely. So in my experience, every single time that I go to meditate and I meditate, I feel a sense of a relief, or something lifts, or I feel somehow, I mean, I might not feel, every time is different. Every meditation is different, but something always happens. There's some shift, and in my experience, it's a lifesaver. It's always positive.
Yeah.
You can't get away from it. Like, it's always a good step
to
take a moment to meditate, because, when you breathe and when you focus your mind, when you move, let's say you're doing your morning yoga and that's your meditation, or you let go of something that's been burdening you or bothering you. Maybe it's some negative thinking or something that's holding you back in some way. You let go of it, or you go into a deep state of calm, or you have that delicious restoration moment where your whole body can relax and you can recharge your battery. That's all positive. So that's why we created Flow, because we wanted to create this more immediate access to meditation's proven benefits. And this is all scientifically proven. And I don't even need, with this crowd of people that are watching this, the biohacking crowd, everybody knows that there have been thousands of studies on meditation, not only on meditation's benefits, but on digital meditation, audio guided meditation, VR meditation. Everything's been drilled into, like, how does this help people? Yeah, it's been measured. People know this is not something woo-woo. This is not at all new agey. It's actually proven.
Yeah.
So how do we access that? How do we go there? And how can we achieve a depth of meditation quicker? So I've been obsessed about that, since 2000. And then I started Flow in 2016. And I was really skeptical about VR. And so I wanted to say, when I was prepping for this interview this morning, I was doing my morning routine, my meditation, with some yoga and some exercise. And I was listening actually to Leonard Cohen. And there was a line that he said that I said, I'm going to bring this to the interview. It says, ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There's a crack in everything. It's how the light gets in. And that is such a beautiful quote, because I knew that when I came to the interview that I wouldn't be able to control, I can't, like, in this moment, for all the viewers that are watching this, I can't provide the VR experience. I can't hand you a headset and say, experience VR, in meditation in VR, and how, the potential of that, because we have limited tools. So, and you told me the quote from Chris Milk. He said, tell me the quote.
Talking about meditation is like dancing about architecture.
Yeah. Or was it talking about VR?
Sorry, talking about VR is like dancing about architecture.
It's both true. It's both true. Talking about meditation is like dancing about architecture, and talking about VR is like dancing about architecture, because you don't know until you go, right? So as I was saying, like, when I founded the company in 2016, my co-founder was like, we have to do VR. And I was so skeptical. I'm like, I don't know. This is just so, like, this thing, is it just a toy? Is it just a technology? Is it just a fad that's going to go away? What is this VR thing? I was so kind of, maybe coming from the meditation world, not something you're going to jump into. But what happened for me was I had an experience here in Iceland. There's an Icelandic company that created a VR experience of meditation. Not meditation at all. What they created was the Everest experience. Mm-hmm. These creators had been a part of the crew that did all the visuals for the Everest movie. Mm-hmm. It's by an Icelandic director. His name is Baltazar. Anyway, so these visuals that they had access to, they had filmed all of Everest. They'd done in-depth, filming for the film, and now they were using it to create an Everest experience in VR. Okay. So I got to have this experience. I got to do a voiceover for them, and then I got to try. My first VR experience was climbing Mount Everest in VR. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it was just stunningly beautiful, and very real. And when I got to the top of Everest, it was so gorgeous, mind-blowing. There were these Tibetan flags flying in the wind, flapping in the wind. And you can imagine you're on Mount Everest, but you're not dealing with, lack of oxygen. You're not dealing with biting cold. You're not dealing with the harsh elements, but you're just taking in the visual. Mm-hmm. And you're on the top of the world, of this world. And you can see forever in every direction. And they have this effect where the sun is rising and going across the sky slowly, and then it sets, and then the Milky Way starts to appear above you, and then the Milky Way, like you're just gazing at the stars, and I just said, I just want to sit here and meditate, like the yogis did, for hundreds and thousands of years. Yogis have been meditating on mountaintops, and that's all I wanted to do. And I sat there, and then I went back to my team and I said, we're gonna work with VR. We're going to help millions of people learn meditation. And we all had this emotional group hug, and we were like crying, and it was really beautiful because,
that was the genesis of Flow VR meditation.
Yes, exactly. It was the moment that we made that pivot. And then we were in an accelerator at that time. And at the end of the accelerator in the summer of 2016, we had a demo. We had our alpha, which we demoed to hundreds of people, and everyone were like, wow, this really works. I can really see this, and I can see this in offices and doctors' offices, and people really need this. This is an antidote for stress. And wow, and then, so we knew we had something. And then I took it to the first trade show in Norway, and I had a CEO said to me, I want this for my 26,000 employees. Yeah. And I was like, whoa, okay. How do we do that?
And I want to link it back to the current situation where everyone is cooped up in quarantine mode and isolation mode.
I know.
Studio apartments or cramped spaces.
I know. Wouldn't it be great if we could just give everybody a headset?
VR meditation is a perfect way to escape from that isolation into wherever, your scenes are all kind of picturesque nature scenes, beach, forest, wilderness, that kind of thing, right?
Yes. So all of our scenes are just pristine, untouched, stunning nature, and they're filmed by an award-winning filmmaking team called Arnie and Kinski. Mm-hmm. If you look up arnieandkinski.com, ARNI and KINSKI.com, you'll see that they have directed some of the world's best music videos for Sigur Rós and for Snow Patrol and Damien Rice and Oliver Arnolds, and they've just done, it's always stunning work that they do. So they produce our visuals, and they actually produce the visuals and music and voices together. So it's really cinematic. It's a really it's just pure stunning experience that you get in the Flow VR. They're also meditators for 20 years like me. We all share that passion. We're all teachers as well. We've all learned how to teach meditation, and we all lead meditations, and so we help. We make the content together, and so that's our team. It's really creative and really fantastic team. So what I wanted to try on this session, now that everybody knows a bit about my background and flow and what we do, I'd like to meditate, because, you know, I'm hoping that those of you that are out there are ready to just do some short meditations. So I want to prove that in just 4 minutes, we can have something happen for us. So I was thinking we would do, so we could go, I thought, Alex, this is an experiment. Can you go to your screen and screen share at flow.is, the breathe meditation that's on there? Can we do that live on our interview? This is a total experiment. Somehow it's possible. So on our website, flow.is, we have 6 ways you can meditate, because the idea is that on any given day, we are always changing. We have there's different moods we're in, different situations we're in. We have a different need. And so we didn't want to just provide one way of meditating, not just mindfulness, which is fantastic, not just a deep calm meditation, but where you're kind of listening to your breath and becoming aware of everything around you and just observing your thoughts. We wanted to say, okay, let's create some dynamic ways we can meditate through breath, movement, letting go or active release of stress, through, exactly. So through calm, focusing the mind on our positive intentions or using mantra, or restore. So if you push the button meditate now with flow, you'll see we have these 6 modes: breathe, move, let go, calm, focus, and restore. These go in a sequence. Like the most powerful thing you can do in Flow VR, which people have done, if you do each mode in the sequence, breathe, move, let go, calm, focus, restore, it's 24 minutes, and it can be actually transformative, powerful, like a real
reset,
impactful, a real reset. But what we're going to do today, because we're just experimenting with this now. Let's press. Which one do you want to do? I was thinking we could start with just doing one breathe meditation together. So press breathe.
I'm gonna press that. Okay.
Yeah. And then pops up the video now, and we're going to meditate together.
Breathing has been used throughout the ages by meditators because breathing helps us travel more deeply within. We begin our meditation by taking full, deep breaths. As you inhale, feel the sensation of your breath filling your lungs from the belly to the top of the chest. Make an effort to expand your breath, creating more space inside of yourself. On the exhale, you can relax and release the effort. You can place your hands on your chest. As you breathe in, imagine you're expanding the space around your heart. Continue to breathe long, slow breaths. On your inhale, try to breathe more deeply, and on the exhale, relax your effort and let go of any tension in your body. You can imagine you're filling your whole lungs, stretching your rib cage in every direction, from the front to the back to the sides. Feel your rib cage expand and your skin stretching across your back. Notice physical sensations or emotions and keep breathing through them. Just trust yourself and breathe, and allow all sensations to be there. As you breathe, if you feel an impulse to move or stretch, just trust that. Keep opening your breath and opening your heart. Thank you for taking this time to meditate.
That was breathe that we did.
That was breathe. I agree.
Before we do the next one, could you just speak a little bit about why breathing is so important for meditation?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So when we breathe, again, taking, like, our breath has been used, throughout the ages of meditation. Our breathing immediately connects us into this area of our body, which in yoga is called the heart chakra. The chest, it's our center. It's the center chakra in the chakra system. And so when you breathe, you're opening up more space inside of yourself. When you take a deep, deep breath, you're opening up more space around your heart, and you're creating more space inside of yourself. So what I like to do when I'm doing the corporate workshops is to get people to take a deep breath in. And when you think you've reached the top of your breath, pause and then breathe in some more. Mm-hmm. And then pause and breathe in some more.
And then
pause and breathe in some more. And pause and breathe in some more. And keep going, because like we normally on a day-to-day basis, we only breathe about 20% of our lung capacity. So we can always expand. Mm-hmm. And when we expand and deepen our breath and take long, slow, deep breaths, it actually changes our whole nervous system. It calms us down. It takes us, it calms the mind, it calms the nervous system, and it gives us strength. Like before you do something big, like go on stage or take a jump or, do a sprint, you take deep, deep breaths to prepare yourself. Mm-hmm. It gives you that support you need, that strength, that energy. So I think breathing is it's absolutely fundamental. And
nice. Thank you for the explanation. Okay, where should we go from here? What are you thinking? What are you feeling?
Well, I thought that the move one would be kind of good because, when we move our bodies and we breathe in meditation, we're already, also because when we're letting go, it's kind of a private thing in a sense. So you and me, like letting go on screen would be maybe a little awkward, So maybe we should just do the move one. And what I just want to encourage you to do is you can just like move your head back and forth, or you can just stretch. It doesn't have to be anything like dramatic. We don't have to get up and dance like nobody's watching, because people are watching.
So behind the camera.
the idea is we can breathe and move and gently move our bodies, and let's see what happens.
Okay.
Let's try it out.
Let's do it.
Welcome to this movement meditation. We recommend you do this movement meditation either from a sitting position or from a standing position, with enough space around you so you can move your arms freely and safely. Take some deep breaths as you hear the soothing sounds of the rushing water. Imagine that with each breath, you're sending oxygen and energy to every cell of your body. On your next inhale, gently stretch your body in the way you need to. On the exhale, drop deeper within and let go of the effort. You might want to shake out your hands and release any tension you feel in your body. Trust how your body wants to move, and trust your heart's desire. Feel your body from your head to your toes. By letting go of tension, you're opening up to more of what you're seeking in your meditation. Trust your breath and your movement to take you deeper and help you connect to your deeper heart's desire. Breathe and allow yourself to move. Don't let your mind hold you back. Just move with the desire in your heart. Let the music support your inner movement and your outer movement. Continue to trust yourself. Open your heart and open up your whole self to the positive energy you're seeking in your meditation. Let your desire grow. Thank you for taking this time to meditate.
I hope you're following, everyone. I didn't want to interrupt it, but
yeah. I hope everyone's meditating with us. That would be good.
Nice.
What I would really like us to do today is to use our minds in focus. So what we're going to do is because in essence, we have been letting go just by meditating here, on this interview. We've been letting go. We've been letting go of our inhibitions. We've been letting go of anything that would stop us from actually just jumping into this meditation. We've also been, I don't know if you felt it, but I felt at the end of the breathe meditation, also in the move meditation, I feel more centered. I feel more calm. Mm-hmm. And so I'd like to go to the focus one, because in meditation, when we get more centered, when we get more connected in with ourselves, and then when we use our mind to focus on what it is we want to achieve in meditation, that is the most powerful tool. So it's like using the mind, instead of letting it distract us and take us in all different directions, we're using it as a tool, as our best friend, to gain some ground. What is it we want to achieve? So in the corporate workshops that I do, I ask people to decide what it is for themselves that they're seeking in their meditation. It's oftentimes people are looking for energy, positive energy, to be energized. They're looking for calm because they don't feel calm. They feel worried, or they feel something that's not calm. They want to feel that calm and peace. Or maybe, it's something personal that they're looking for. Maybe they're looking for a healing of a certain situation. Maybe there's so many different things on any given day that we're looking for in meditation. And it's good to be able to identify that. And sometimes it's hard to identify that because there's a lot going on in our mind, and we just can't even settle on one topic or one direction. Let's say one quality that you're looking for. So then I say, okay, if you have a word that comes to you, trust it. And we're going to use that as a mantra in our focus meditation, and just repeating that word to yourself. And it could be 3 words. It could be calm, focus, energy. I mentioned those qualities. You could be looking for those qualities, or you could have your own word, confidence, or whatever it is that you came up with, or it could be your own mantra. It could be something that you've learned before, that you've used before, your own personal mantra. Like in TM, some people have their own personal mantra that they don't tell to anybody. You can use that mantra in this focus meditation. Or
TM is transcendental meditation. It's kind of like a pretty popular American mass market form of meditation, which is quite effective. Lots of well-respected fans.
Absolutely. I mean, David Lynch brought TM, transcendental meditation, to Iceland a couple decades ago, and there are so many people to this day using TM morning and night, and that's
Tim Ferriss, Ray Dalio, proper badasses.
Oh, TM is the bomb. And actually, it was Maharishi from the Beatles brought him to the States in the 60s. He was the one who set it up. So it came from a real phenomenal lineage, TM. Right. And now it's very, very widespread. And but so you can use your mantra from TM, or you can use a prayer that you learned as a child that you love, or whatever it is that you want to use. It's very deeply personal. And but focusing the mind and using a mantra, it has an effect of calming the mind, which is very, very relevant for now. That's why I wanted to use this tool. Okay. So, and I say to people in these corporate workshops that we do, which are really amazing, we say, if you cannot find and you don't know what words you want to use, just use the word gratitude.
Nice.
And repeat that word in your mind. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to focus on the word gratitude, and we're going to do this focus meditation and just allow ourselves to, follow along. Let's go for it. I hope that everybody's out there who's watching this has just decided on your word or your words, and let's do this meditation together.
As we begin our focus meditation, notice the sounds of nature. Take a deep breath. You can place your hands on your chest and take a full deep breath. To help you focus, you can choose a quality you'd like to gain in this meditation. Your quality might be expressed in a word or a sentence. For example, I want to find more energy or calm. Or it might just be a feeling in your heart. Choose a quality that's uniquely personal to you on this day, in this moment. There's no limit to the qualities you can find from within, so aim high. Whatever comes to you, trust it. Keep your focus on this quality Feel your desire for this quality. Breathe and trust, making an effort to open your heart and allow what's happening. Trust the sensations you feel in your body and the emotions that you feel. To help keep your focus on this quality, you can repeat your word or your words to yourself as you breathe. Let your desire grow as you continue to drop deeper. Continue to breathe and fill yourself with this quality. Thank you for taking this time to meditate.
Hey, I just want to thank you for meditating live with me on this interview. And it was such a lovely moment. And actually it changed my focus midway. I went from focusing on gratitude to focusing on trust and faith.
Okay.
And I just was repeating those words to myself, trust and faith. And
Right.
I could feel my desire for trust and faith, because that is something that we need during these difficult times, is to trust what's happening and have faith. It's all going to be all right. And that's not a small thing to do when there's, really hard stuff going on. Maybe there's somebody we know is sick, or maybe we ourselves are sick with the coronavirus, or we're just looking at the world and going, what the fuck? Or in our lives, we've got challenges. And as a startup founder, through these 4 years, almost 4 years now, I've had to deal with a lot of ups and downs, and, just the trials and tribulations of giving birth to a new kind of a thing that nobody has really understood or knows what it is, VR meditation. I mean, some people are like, what? What is that? That's what it was so wonderful to meet you when I met you at the Biohacker Summit in Helsinki. I was like, you knew you knew what I was talking about. You'd already had the whole vision and everything about VR meditation and how it could change the world, and that was really extraordinary.
Yeah.
And because it's not obvious, and you have to kind of open your mind to be able to kind of really grasp it.
Well, my point of view on that particular that particular thing is meditation. VR. It's there's a lot of kind of thought about how it's going to isolate us and send us into this kind of like VR cocoon. I personally believe that there's an equal power in making and helping us to be healthier, more mindful, etc. So
exactly. I mean, imagine if right now we could be in VR meditating on Mount Koya in Japan
together. Yeah.
Together. And then actually chit-chatting about it.
You're in Iceland, I'm in Dubai, other side of the planet.
You're in Dubai, I'm in Iceland, and we actually are meditating together with a lot of people out there who are meditating with us. Yeah. And what's really cool is that we can talk about our experience and share our experience. So I wanted to find out from you if you could share a little bit with me about your focus meditation. how was it for you? Would you be willing to share with the world what you were focusing on?
I took your intention there about gratitude, and I just started thinking about different things that I'm grateful for.
Yeah, so, that's a wonderful thing to do.
I wasn't thinking the word gratitude. I was thinking, okay, I'm thankful for this moment happening, that kind of thing.
That is a medicine for the mind and the soul, to focus on what we're grateful for, especially during times of stress. Mm-hmm. It just shifts immediately. So I wanted to mention that when we focus on something like gratitude or whatever it was, we were focusing on in the meditation, that positive energy begins to come to us and fills us up simultaneously. Mm-hmm. We might not consciously know it or feel it or recognize it, but it's happening. Mm-hmm. So it is a really powerful tool to use your mind to focus on our higher goals or spiritual, intentions in meditation.
Nice. And what we're going to do, because there's a lot of, like we were talking about VR meditation is like dancing about architecture. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some resources where people can, at least see what we're talking about, hopefully. Some pre-recorded videos, that kind of thing. Aside, so you'll give me the materials. We'll post that beside this video.
Yeah, we can actually weave it in. Like, what is Flow VR, and then we can weave it in, like right now.
Yeah. Okay. Like cut. Aside from that, what are the main parting ideas that you would like to leave our audience with, from your point of view?
Absolutely. So, carve out some time for yourself on a daily basis for yourself, whether it's your nature walk, whether it's, doing a sauna or a hot bath, or, have your rituals that are for your body and your soul. And definitely what I'm trying to get through to you guys is that you can make any moment of these times for your self-love and self-care. You can make those into moments of meditation by using these tools, by using a mantra, by using Flow VR 4 minutes, or flow.is. You can go to the website like we were doing, and you can take 4 minutes of meditation on our website, or you can download the Flow app, the free app that we are having live really like any day now, which is going to be great. People can meditate. You can take your nature walk and meditate as you walk. You can go through all of the 6 modes within 24 minutes on a walk and have like a seriously profound experience, and have that mental reset that will put you in the driver's seat, that will make you feel like you know what it is you need to do and want to do, and that you are doing to take care of yourself and your loved ones at this time, which is more important than anything. So yeah, and then for any of you that are out there who are interested in learning about Flow for companies, be in touch. Mm-hmm. You can just go to flow.is and send us a message, because we roll out corporate wellness programs. We're in, as I said earlier, we're in 40 of the leading companies in Iceland, from banking to IT to energy and fashion. We're working with a lot of and pharma. We're working across the board for companies to help employees achieve wellness at work.
You've just decided also to expand to the US. So if anyone wants to be involved in that plan as well, drop a line. Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Please do. We're coming to the US this year. 2020 is our big year.
Yeah. Okay. Exciting. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing with us and everything. It's been amazing. Okay.
Alex, I'm giving you a virtual hug right now.
Check.
Hugs to everybody out there. This is such a nice thing to do, to meditate together and to chat. And yeah.
We should do this more often without the camera rolling.
We will. Awesome. We'll do virtual reality meditations.
Yeah. Deal.
So we will. Okay.
Thank you. Well, cut.